Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Powers 3 replay. So on the south side is the Red Dutch. We have Minimoult21. On the north side is British forces. We have Optimus. I date my double cousin. I don't even want to know. John Davis. That's also probably a randomly generated name, but they're not exactly the right skin. It looks like he will kill off all these local doggos and steal all the quills they have accumulated by being pricked in the face probably multiple times. Red does also find some llamas. Looks like there's number of llamas on this map. It'll cause quite a bit of drama. On the center of the map, we've got the Quachu settlement, which can give you access to the Hum Inca. Arfa Plume Spirit, so Plume Spearman, and Quecha Bolus Warrior, which it sounds like a Bolus Warrior, which is a grenade type, hurls Bolus for a wide area effect. Over here we do have the Mapuche, which can give you access to the Mapuche Ironwood Clubman. Sounds like could be a halberdier variant rather than a spearman variant. And we got the Muchwas Bolus Rider, a cavalry that inflicts whose hurl bolus to slow down enemies and inflict the area damage. Good against cavalry. We do have a deck selected by the British forces. We got Land 1, which involves villagers, pound militia, pioneers, villagers, woodwood coin, longbowmen, musketeers, Scots guards, team grenadiers guards, cavalry hit points, spice trade, villagers, wood coin, longbowmen, yeomen, musketeers, Coldstream Guard, hussars, cavalry combat, falconets, factory. The Dutch has a deck called British, so it sounds like an anti-British deck, which involves merchants, military reforms, Bank of Amsterdam, woodwood coin, pikemen, infantry attack, team infantry hit points, hussars, bank wagon, advanced arsenal, religious freedom, food wood, halberdiers, skirmishers, infantry combat, hussars, routier, cavalry combat, a large more amount of routier, heavy cannon, factory. Yeah, let's go ahead and get himself a tamed wolf. Buck the wolf. Tamed wolf. I butchered that joke I was trying to make. The Dutch right now is going for Logistican, and the British player is going for the governor. He's also putting down the wolf. You monster. He's a good boy. Stop shooting him. And it looks like he's going to be killing off these wolves to get their potatoes. You monster. They're going to save that food for the winter. If this place can even get a winter. And stormy days still happen. Buck will go ahead and spot the wolves. Doesn't want to play with them at the moment. Right now, Red's Explorer has taken some hits. Buck is coming forward, or not coming forward anymore. Red's going to be falling on back. We do have this settlement also spotted. Gang Saw. The British player maybe eyeing for some mana boom. I see 12 villagers on to wood. He got 17 villagers at the moment. The Dutch right now is eyeing for a mix of food, wood, and coin. Only one villager on food at the moment. And maybe not eyeing for mass banks, but we do have a bank being put on the field. Oh yeah. I always forget that the Dutch spend coin on their villagers rather than food. Oh, also got a one free halberdier along with that military wagon.
Commando?
Military wagon will be deploying a bear on the map. He's supposed to going to be aggressive, seeing his opponent is eyeing for a mana boom.
Yeah.
Halberdier will get some good damage there on the villager. Villagers who have 150 health, 20 melee resist. Halberdiers who have 200 health, 20% melee resist.
Commando?
I take time to start torching down that manor. We got more halberdiers now being pulled out by the Dutch. More merchants and the bank wagon now being pulled on out. Bring a shimmer of wood. You will need a bit more wood. or not wood, food and coin for halberdiers. Now it's gonna be, so I'm gonna torch that down. We do still have one more 147 food worth of drama. Now I've got 5 halberdiers. The British player could go for longbowmen, anti-heavy infantry. Of course, we do have seal traps, wood being brought in as well. It does have an outpost here. This man will quickly go on down. First player will need to respond to this. Halberdiers do pose a big threat to structures. And we do have that manor going on down. It looks like he's eyeing for a barracks. He is collecting quite a bit of wood from the shipment. Going for 2 barracks. Needs to get a big round of longbowmen. His opponent's going for more halberdiers, bringing a shipment of hussars. Hussars will be good versus the longbowmen. And we've got a very fine coat being researched by the British. Envoy and halberdiers. Got 8 halberdiers here. Stray llama you can capture. You get a bit more drama with these llamas. And it looks like he's taking time to collect up the llamas. They're not fully fattened, but he looks like they do provide a good amount of food. Another round of halberdiers. So was that 13 halberdiers in the field?
Yeah.
Yep. We now got 10 longbowmen before the field, as well as a shipment of villagers. Those hussars are going to be very useful with those longbowmen. Halberdiers are a good melee infantry unit. If they connect, they can get some good damage. 28 damage is very good. They're one of the few melee specialists in the game. Looks like this wolf is mingling with the weird llama variants. The guanaco.
Command ready?
Blue's explorer will get spotted by the hussars. Now he knows he needs to go for something else. We got a round of skirmishers deployed in the field as well. The explorer does go down. He could eye for some natives as well if he so chooses. No, plus 10 infantry speeds wouldn't be half bad for halberdiers, which tend to be a slow melee unit. We got a good number of musketeers on the front to aid the longbowmen. Longbowmen do have good damage and range. The multipliers against heavy infantry is actually not all too great, but they do have 22 range, which is quite significant. Spice trade now being researched. Another manor goes on down.
Yes.
Longbowmen push way forward. Got a good number of hussars, musketeers in the back. Skirmishers will be effective versus the musketeers. Skirmishers do engage. Hussars need to push the way forward. Musketeers need to start engaging. Halberdiers are going to be charging. Not really much else they can do. Hussars getting some good damage on the longbowman. He's not pushing forward as musketeers to engage the hussars. So all those longbowmen going down along his own backline. Skirmishers do get some good work. Halberdiers have been wounded, but they're alive. Somewhat.
Ready?
Got another round of musketeers now being blown on field. More hussars being queued up by the Dutch. More fisherman coin now. And Blue's just getting overran. He still has a number of halberdiers for siege purposes. Skirmishers don't have good siege damage. Now bringing some halberdiers as well. Going around them will be very useful for siege. Now some musketeers are just being pursued. He's going to fall back with his forces. Doesn't really have enough to really focus down the outpost. And he just has to be careful about his opponent's reinforcements. Got a shimmer coin on the field. And now I do have religious freedom, some church improvements, so this may be very useful. He's getting a lot of coin stored up. One of his church improvements involves coin. More halberdiers being pulled on the field, as well as some more hussars. Hussars won't be too particularly effective. It's going to go for mass musketeers.
Ready.
Coin has been all collected up there, and we'll be getting them onto wood next. Maybe on the age up, he has no villagers on gold. That's all passive income from the banks. Blackguard mines not been researched. Probably not really necessary at the moment, since he has no gold miners. He could probably forgo placard mines.
Commando?
He spent his coin on something. I think he bought a bunch of resources. I'm not sure where his coin went. He does have a mark on the field. Local doggo engaging. The dog does get gunned down as ATF wanted.
Yeah.
No shipments available for the Dutch. And going for infantry attack would be very useful. I have no idea what that is. But something got researched. Pioneers have been shipped on in. Skirmishers do get a good volley there on the villager. Getting some good damage there, falling back now. And looks like he's tasked some of his villagers forward. We'll see, he doesn't. That may be a mistake. Probably not a good idea to task your villagers forward. Right now, the British plays 107 population. Dutch only 89.
Commando?
33 villagers versus 44. Got a number of hussars moving forward. Halberdiers can engage. Hussars versus hussars is neutral. And he's bringing all of his villagers forward. This may be an all-in by the British. Starting to push away forward. Halberdiers love to be in melee combat. Does take out some of these hussars. Some of these halberdiers have been bled off. Halberdiers needs to hit something, not be pursuing. They don't have fast enough movement speed there. And halberdiers versus musketeers, halberdiers will win. Both have melee resist, but halberdiers damage is just straight up greater. Villagers here being a bit of a meat shield. The Dutch is eyeing for another round of halberdiers. They will get gunned down quite quickly. They're not in a good position. He does need to get another barracks back here. And those halberdiers have been brought on back. He could actually perhaps peel off a couple to flank his opponent. He does still have some villagers back there, but a good number of them are being used as a meat shield.
Yeah, Commando.
There's a round of militia. Those hussars are going to pose a problem. The militia needs to focus on those hussars. Does consider the town center there. No, he does have a shipment of pikemen being brought on in, as well as some hussars. I'll have to make do with a stable since he doesn't have access to his barracks anymore. Oh, the barracks actually still alive. More hussars being brought on in. Pikemen have been shipped on in, gains good damage. Halberdiers and pikemen focus down those hussars. Skirmishers taking out the remaining villagers. More musketeers not being shone forward. Pikemen are not going to be too great for musketeers. Got a pair of hussars now pulling the field. Dutch villager has been pulling them out. Pikemen still trying to pursue these forces. We got another round of halberdiers there. Hussars have taken massive damage. The halberdiers need to start hitting those musketeers. Looks like the explorer went down. Yeah, these hussars or halberdiers just need to hit his bones pike or musketeers. We do have these halberdiers now trying to find some of the lone British villagers. Very good. Got these villagers a bit exposed. More musketeers not being brought on in. Hussars getting some good damage here, or the halberdiers. These halberdiers not properly engaging. They could have stabbed a bunch of them. So that's the barracks here. He needs to go for around skirmishers, not hussars. Hussars do cost a little bit more food as well, and he's lacking food. He has plenty of coin. Dutch right now has 32 villagers. The British player has 27. And most of these villagers will be going on down. Dutch is still doing fine economy. The Dutch is going for the team infantry hit points. Hussars trying to engage these villagers. Does take out one. One Hussars do go down. Skirmishers in melee, that's not great. Halberdiers, there's 10 halberdiers. There's currently 17 musketeers, so the halberdiers can't really engage that. We do now have another barracks being pulled on the field. 27 villagers versus 26. So the Dutch does have a better economy at the moment. And some of these lone villagers over here got spotted as well.
Commando?
Got 15 hussar or halberdiers. They can connect, they can do some good work. The problem is connecting.
Yeah?
Another round of skirmishers being put on the field, but this one is going to get overran. You may want to cancel this order.
Yeah?
Skirmishers push my forward. Let's get that group of skirmishers back on out. Very nice. So halberdiers and hussars push forward. Do have army of 27 versus army of 39. Those hussars getting annihilated. Halberdiers slowly being whittled down. Another round of skirmishers. More longbowmen being put on the field. Hussars are very wounded. More musketeers being put on the field. Going for another round of hussars. Takes out all the hussars there. Skirmishers have to maintain their distance. The explorer could draw some fire. Does draw some fire there. Perfect for the skirmishers. Another round of halberdiers right in the melee range of all these units. They can get some great work done. Single hussar pushing forward. Got these halberdiers coming down from the north. Hussar still causes some issues there. Does get gunned down by the town center.
Commando?
Notice that this barracks does go down. Another round of halberdiers being pulled out by the Dutch. Blue's explorer does go down.
Yeah?
British player does have more villagers at the moment. Now got the Dutch going for military forms, increasing halberdier speed, but they get less damage versus infantry.
Ik voel me nu wat sterker. Ik kan me niet
Dutch villagers starting to get gunned down there, or those just skirmishers. More Dutch skirmishers over here. They're starting to get gunned down. Halberdiers just moving around. The Dutch is almost out of shipments he can bring in this age. Advanced Arsenal will be too late for it. He just needs... Now he can no longer really get anything out in the field. Going for bank camp seems pointless as he doesn't have resources to put a bank on the field. It's not his coins the issues. The other... Just maintaining a standing army. He does have the church improvements, which could pop out something, but what it is, I'm not sure. The British player has almost all the shipments this age as well. Hazard does go down to the Halberdiers. Skirmishers do get a good volley there. Halberdiers engaging Hussars in melee. Hussars engaging Hussars, but they're outnumbered. Skirmishers getting good damage. More Musketeers and Hussars coming out for the British player. More Halberdiers for the Dutch. Skirmishers trying to dance around away from the Hussars. Over here, we do have Hussar getting bashed in the head by the villagers. Hussar's now falling back. Looks like Red has stabilized. He has 24 villagers versus opponent's 36. Granted, he does have a good number of banks. Dutch villagers over here are a little bit... Oh, looks like a manor there, which will go down. That's not a shrine, that's a manor. Got quite a bit of villagers up here. Click at the less of the wildlife. More skirmishers are here. Halberdiers do find a good engagement there onto the British villagers. Does take some of them out. And perhaps try to be hitting some of these Hussars now. One Hussar does go down. More Musketeers here, and knock out the Hussars, pursuing the Hussars. Now I got cavalry hit points being brought in by the Brits. That is literally his last shipment in Age 2. He can't go for town militia, but that's not really needed. British plays on 33 villagers. His opponent's at 27, going for more. He's not going for more. Going for more Halberdiers.
Commando?
And now he's going for the Pink Out Amsterdam. And that is literally his last shipment as well. Halberdiers will find an opportunity to engage these villagers. The Dutch is eyeing for collecting up this gold deposit. We do have a good number of skirmishers here to engage the Musketeers. Halberdiers down there will go down. Hussars trying to find an opportunity to engage Red's villagers. He does have adequate amount of defense. Now I got more skirmishers out being floated up by the Dutch. Villagers being brought forward as well. Dutch villagers are starting to engage. Hussars charging their way forward and get some damage on both the skirmishers and the Swamp's villagers. We do have Red's forces starting to go down quickly. Both sides have villagers mixed on in. More skirmishers on board on in. Red's explorer does go down. Blue's is quite wounded. And there goes that Hussar. Got one more Hussars pushed way forward. Brings up damage. Got these halberdiers. Quickly going to take out that Hussar. And probably works explorer. More musketeers being picked on off. Halberdier is not being picked on off. Both sides are just slugging out each other. The Dutch is down to 18 villagers. The Brits have 33, so Dutch has lost quite a bit of villagers. Is not the British player is not building more. The Dutch is. More skirmishers now being blown in the field. And almost all the wildlife on the map have been cleaned on up. Usually that's something that happens during castle or industrial, not in colonial. Blue's eyeing for some walls here. Red's villagers trying to run away. Blue may have spotted them. Coin being collected up here. Oh, it looks like Blue does potentially spot them. Not as good number of villagers going to be trapped here thanks to these walls. Halberdiers charging way forward. The wall's actually not built yet. And quickly breaks open that walls there. Halberdiers charging the way forward. May save some villagers yet. Dutch at 18 villagers, not building any more at the moment. British player is building more villagers as well as some Hussars. And I think Blue backed out of the game. He says GG, but that was way too early. He's still, looks like maybe he's concerned about the lack of food. There's still some food up here, but he had more villagers. Of course, you can't really see that. Banks are good. I don't know, that may be too early for Blue to cast GG. Either way, this is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.